From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News. Here's Chris Carl.
Among Delaware's top stories for Friday, March 28th, the Secretary of the Department of Safety and Homeland Security and the head of the Delaware State Police are responding to charges made by a local attorney. Secretary David Mitchell and Colonel Thomas McLeese say the state police will vigorously defend itself in a suit filed by former trooper and Army Reservist Lieutenant Colonel Keith Janowski. A statement from the two says men and women who devote themselves to the state and the country as members of the military have their utmost support and respect. The Neuberger firm representing Lieutenant Colonel Janowski challenged the commitment and patriotism of the state police and the department earlier this week. The married lover of a missing New Jersey mom who is presumed dead will be arraigned today on charges that he murdered her. Rosario DiGirolamo is accused of killing Amy Giordano, a woman with whom he had a one-year-old son who was found abandoned in the parking lot of Christiana Hospital over the summer. DiGirolamo faces a term of 30 years to life in prison if convicted of murder and evidence tampering charges against him. Giordano has been missing since June, but last weekend authorities discovered skeletal remains believed to be Giordano's in a remote Staten Island pond. With State Representative Donna Stone becoming the latest potential candidate to dismiss a run for governor, will there be a party-endorsed Republican to vote for in November? State GOP Committee Chair Terry Strine says he is urging two young, up-and-coming party officials to consider campaigns. Mike Protak and David Graham are the two Republicans who have proclaimed their candidacies for governor. Well, tomorrow is Super Saturday. We'll explain coming up as WDEL News continues in a moment.
Wilmington University now offers the Doctor of Business Administration program. This advanced degree is designed to enhance leadership and managerial skills. Applications for fall semester are being accepted now, so visit us at wilmu.edu/business or call 877-967-5464. Wilmington University, your life, your time, your education.
Well, yesterday was not a good day for police cruisers. There were 3 collisions involving cop cars. A county officer was hurt when her car was hit by a pickup truck at the intersection of Falk and Silverside Roads. The officer was taken to the hospital with back pain. A state trooper drove his car into a getaway car of 2 men who had just robbed a Minquadale liquor store. The trooper was blocking the car from hitting an innocent bystander. The suspects were caught and arrested. And a state trooper was stopped at a red light at Wilson Road and Shipley Road in North Wilmington when his car was hit from behind. No one was hurt in that mishap. A state representative says the State Public Service Commission should decouple utility company revenues and sales to spur energy conservation. Newark area Democrat John Kowalko tells WDEL that energy company earnings are linked now too much to how consumers use energy. Kowalko says revenue decoupling would encourage companies to promote conservation and possibly alternative energy sources. The PSC began considering decoupling last year, and Kowalko expects a decision sometime next year. Well, if you want an economic stimulus rebate check from Washington, you must file your federal taxes. With that in mind, the IRS is holding Super Saturday tomorrow. IRS offices in Wilmington and Dover will be open so Delawareans can file taxes and get any questions answered. The IRS is mailing a package to all Social Security and Veterans Affairs recipients, providing all the information needed to file immediately. Well, the Phillies break camp and head north for the season. WDEL Sports and your Delaware AccuWeather forecast for the weekend coming up.
When it comes to flooring, great style doesn't have to be expensive, especially when you shop at Carpet One Floor & Home. Our 1,000-store buying power gives you the best prices on hardwood, carpet, tile, laminate, and more, including brands you'll find exclusively at Carpet One Floor & Home, like Liz Claiborne Home, Good Housekeeping with Resista, and Lee's, all with guaranteed installation and no payments for 1 year. See how easy it is to find your perfect style. Shop in store, online, or in-home, only at Carpet One Floor & Home.
I'm Peter MacArthur.
I'm Melanie Armstrong, and here are Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour.
The most complete coverage of the news that matters in Delaware. Every weekday morning, 5:30 till 9 on 1150 AM WDEL.
WDEL Sports, the Phillies ended spring training on a down note. WDEL's Don Volts reports from sunny Florida.
The Phillies' 5th starter spot isn't set yet, even though the club would like to see Adam Eaton win the job. The second-year Phillies pitcher did nothing to enhance his chances, giving up 7 runs, 6 of them earned, in 4 2/3 innings in a 14-5 loss to Detroit in Lakeland. Even so, Eaton is operating under the assumption that he'll be the 5th starter on April 5th in Cincinnati.
They haven't told me anything yet, so I figure I'm the guy, but obviously nothing's been set in stone. And obviously the results today weren't that great, but at the same time I don't think I threw as poorly as the results were.
Manager Charlie Manuel defended Eaton, saying the Tigers are a good hitting ball club, and Eaton pitched better than the results, but he also didn't tip his hand on what he intended to do.
I don't know. We'll see when we get there. We got plenty of time. Saturday's a long ways off. Hell, I might be dead by then.
One other option is Chad Durbin, but he can also pitch out of the bullpen, so the Phillies will probably use him there, at least for the time being. In Clearwater with the Phillies, Don Volz, WDEL Sports.
Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast: mostly cloudy, couple of showers today, high 64, gradual clearing overnight, low 33. Tomorrow is sunny but cooler, high 50. Sunday, sunshine with some clouds and a high of 46. Get news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 11:50 a.m. You can also get WDEL News text alerts sent right to your cell phone by signing up right here at WDEL.com. I'm Chris Carl. Have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.